You son of a... We get everything working. This damn tablet just decides to clunk it. You motherfucker. Anyway,
that's just how it goes.
That's how it goes here in the podcast, man.
So it'll be all right. We'll get it going. Welcome to Thhp Podcast. This is your man Kurt, and this is
Howie.
And this is episode 142.
142. Yeah.
So we're gonna get into it in just a few minutes. We're gonna get started. I see we got some people on Facebook already. We appreciate you.
Helen, my man Daryl over there.
What up? We appreciate y'all. We are gonna be trying to have some guests on the show coming up soon, so be on the lookout for that. We hope to have somebody next week. So y'all be looking out for that. We'll let you know. Keep you posted.
Yep.
But how was your week this week, man?
Man, it's pretty all right, man. Just trying to get things going, man. This is like the last little bit for school. So computer got messed up. The MacBook, I was telling you, my MacBook got messed up. So that's why
we kind of mess with Apple products, man. I don't mess with Apple products.
I know. This nigga over here like, yeah, man. So you put this shit in the trash can. No, we call it.
Gotta go Android, man. Gotta go Android look.
Yeah. I'm more of a, like Windows and Android and stuff because of the versatility. But Apple is good. Like now, as far as like the keyboard and stuff goes, Apple is good as far as like you ain't gotta worry about viruses too much.
Right.
Like it can happen, but you have to really get up in there for it to happen. Like get up in there raw. Make it
raw.
Yeah. So
raw dog.
Yeah, man. Like Apple like a version on prom night and shit back in the day.
But yeah, man, I never really been a fan, Apple products, so I don't know, man.
Yeah.
But anyway, man, how's things going with work?
Man, it's just work, man. Just, if people that don't know, I'm working furniture for the time being, trying to get my, shit together in school and everything. It's been pretty good, man. Just, laying back. How's your job going? How's the, and that's another thing too. I meant to ask you about the vegan. How that's going for you? You said that you was, got down to, below 200.
Yeah. I haven't seen below 200 in like 10 to 15 years now. So it's been a minute. But yeah, I'm in the 190s right now. Very happy about that. And I mean, this is not, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm not a strict vegan yet. I do 1 day a week where I have meat products, because I still have that craving every now and then. So, and I'm still losing weight. You know what I mean? Probably not the last time, but a few months ago, about 2 months ago, I was 220. Mm-hmm. And so, I get a little more active. So I think that helped to be losing weight. I'm more active. I walk the dog a lot. I do a lot of moving around. But then once I got on the vegan thing, that really helped to drop some of the weight. So, right now I'm in the 190s.
Just don't get too skinny so you don't be like a crackhead. We don't want
I ain't doing that.
Yeah, we don't want you to come up here. Hey, man. Hey, how you got some of the cheese? You got some cheese sandwiches?
But no, man, I'm good, man. I'm gonna try to, balance it out and work it out because I wanna stay right in the. I don't know. I think the lowest I want to get is maybe 175, if anything.
Yeah, that'd be a good weight.
For me, that's a good weight. I'm not trying to get down and lower than that. Cause then I really feel like crackhead. Just always shivering and shit.
Yeah,
I need a sweater, man.
Yeah, man.
Howie be like, man, it's hot as hell. I'm like, I need a sweater, man.
Man, it's almost my friend get burnt out. But yeah, that's what like me with the keto. Like I'm not losing the weight per se, but and again, like I said, I think there's a lot of it because of some of the stuff I should incorporate more fat because like the keto is like fat and like protein, high protein, high fat. Well, mostly high fat, low sugar, low carb, And I mean, I've been doing my thing. Like I'm not like all heavy and winded or anything like that. I just want to lose the. You know what I'm saying? You see, the man boobies and stuff. I gotta get rid of that shit. Looking like the clumps and shit.
But yeah, man. So we got some goals, man. Y'all let us know out in the comments what y'all doing. What's y'all diet.
Yep.
Get
the new year. Yeah, cause 2021 is here.
Yeah, man.
It's now.
It's about to hit. Yeah, you better get ready.
You gotta get.
We gotta reset because 2021 set a lot of us back. With the whole staying at home a lot more.
COVID.
A lot of people, gaining weight and stuff like that. It's very easy, man. Sit around and ordering from Amazon every day and just eating Cheetos and shit. So yeah, I gotta get right because I know at the beginning of this year, I made a promise to myself that I was gonna be, I was gonna have a little washboard, and it ain't happened. So that's why I'm like, I gotta at least lose some weight. So I'm glad I'm at least losing some weight because that was before I knew about Aunt Rona, you know what I mean? I didn't know that bitch was coming through. But she came through pretty swift. But yeah, January, I remember I was like, yeah, by the end of this year, I'm gonna have the washboard, I'm gonna be good. And everybody was like, now you gotta stay home and just chill. And I'm like, oh
damn,
crap.
That washboard turned to a damn Maytag.
Right.
Real quick.
So, I ain't got a 6-pack. I still got a 12-pack.
My shit, the Maytag.
But yeah, man. Other than that, man, it's been a good week. I mean, I'm still dealing with the sciatica pain.
Yeah.
That's been rough. But that I'm getting through it. It's just, sometimes when you got that pain, it's hard to even just sit down. You would think sitting down would be a relief, but it's hard just to sit down.
Yeah.
And so, my job, that's all I do. I sit at a desk taking phone calls and listening to people cry about little stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's 2:00 in the morning and I can't use the internet. Why?
Well,
because you're supposed to be asleep.
Or do you pay your cable bill?
I mean, sometimes it is.
You trying to look at Black on Blondes? What the fuck you doing up here at 2:00 in the morning?
Right. I be just wanting to say, why don't you just try going to sleep?
Yeah, just
go to sleep.
Yeah, just do like normal people do at 2 a.m.
Right.
And lay the fuck down.
But it
don't
is
get
what
up
it
until
is,
I
man.
tell you to.
Right. Set an alarm for like 12 noon. Don't get up until then.
Don't get up till then.
But yeah, man, I wish I could sleep at 12 noon like I used to.
Shoot, I never could do that.
Never?
Nah, I could never do that.
Well, see, I've always been like a late person, so I stay up late at night. And so that's what made it easy for me to sleep late.
But I stay up late.
You still stay up late?
Yeah, I stay up late. Like if I stay up about 2.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I stay up at like 2, like I'll get up at 7. Like regardless, like I'll get up at latest I might 9 or 10. But yeah, after that, like I'm up.
Yeah, I'm usually up at 8 nowadays because my body just is trained to be up. So usually I'm up 8, sometimes earlier, but mostly 8. But yeah, when I was a kid, man, sleeping all day was nothing. I would sleep until somebody woke me up. It could be like 5 o'clock in the evening.
Damn.
And they'd be like, "You all right in there?" I'm like, "Oh shit, what time is it?"
Yeah, I'll take it in there. Yeah, I had some friends like that, man. This one girl, she said she went to bed. Like she came home from school, lay down. It was like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. She woke up like 4 o'clock the next damn day. I'm like, God,
you got your good 12 hours. Man.
Can you do that?
But anyway, we got a lot to talk about on the episode today. But first, don't forget, like, share, subscribe.
That's right.
Like, share, subscribe.
Yeah, like.
And one more, like, share, subscribe.
Brothers and sisters.
Brothers and sisters.
Brothers and sisters.
Brothers and sisters.
Yeah, I gotta do that. You gotta do the Umar. You gotta do the Umar chant.
Right.
Got the Umar chant.
That's pretty much becoming a part of the show now.
You have to like, share, and subscribe. I said like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe, my brother.
If you want to get the school going, you got to get the likes.
We got
the
the school
and the subscribe.
We got people painting. We got people working. We got the trash out.
But yeah, man. So, and don't forget, you can always email us at therealtriadhiphop podcast@gmail.com.
Yep.
All right. So again, this is episode 142.
Fuck two.
Let's start off with some people we want to kind of send some well wishes to, man.
Yeah.
We got a couple of rappers who've been shot. We got my man Boosie. He was shot while he was in Texas. My man Benny the Butcher. He was shot also
in Texas.
I don't know if they were there for the same reason, but I know Benny the Butcher was he was rolled up on by some dudes, and they, got him with the guns, and he tried to get away, but they still got him with like a leg shot or something like that. Something that wasn't too bad.
Yeah, with Boosie, I think he was, the other guy that just passed away.
Yeah, he was
the
Mo,
Mo,
something like that.
MO3 or Mo.
MO3,
yeah. And he went to pay respect, and he ended up getting shot.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, both of them seem to be pulling through and everything, but it's just like, dang, you know what I mean? You out there just trying to pay your respects or chill or whatever, and somebody got to come with the guns, man. We don't really need that, you know what I mean? Everything is kind of going downhill with the communities and the culture and all of that, man. So we need to hurry up and turn this around, man. So you won't see me talking about, guns and none of that. You know what I mean? I ain't got to prove nothing to nobody. You know what I mean? Now, you break into my house, I got a buckshot for that ass. But,
oh, y'all
that's
niggas killers now. And you the P,
you
got your fucking crib, nigga.
P was my dude, man. But also, we want to send some well wishes to 50 Cent's son, Jeremiah. He's got COVID, but he's pulling through. 50 Cent said it's really doing him hard, though. So, we definitely want to send him some well wishes. Also, comedian Sinbad suffered a pretty bad stroke within the past week, and we want to send him some well wishes. He seems to be recovering, but, he's older, so it's a lot harder to recover from something like that. So hopefully he keeps pulling through, because we need people like him.
We need Sinbad, yo. Yeah. I don't give a fuck what y'all, man. We need Sinbad.
Man. He's hilarious, man.
Sinbad be dropping jewels.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, definitely want to send well wishes to all of them, and we'll keep y'all posted on all of that. You know what I mean? So, we got to get into some birthdays real quick. So, first of all, we want to give a nice happy birthday shout out to our friend of the show, my man Van Buren, the Buff director. Soon to be one of the biggest names in film and Hollywood and movie making and all of that, man. Directing and everything, man. So shout out to Van Buren, man. My man is doing his thing. Right. Also, and that was today. His birthday is today. Also today we got my man FABOLOUS. Fabulous. Yeah, man. Fab is he's been in the game for a minute, but he still looks really young, man. He's one of them dudes that ages really well. So shout out to Fab. Also today we got my man Buckshot from Boot Camp. Click.
Boot Camp. Buckshot and Ace. Son.
Yeah, man. And one more for today, my man Pastor Troy.
Oh. My nigga, what would you say? Damn, what pay is he at? My nigga, what would you say? Yo, them, him, Miracle, yo, when they came out, them niggas, boy. Woo!
I had you amp boy for those songs, man. He used to give me amp all the time. You know what I mean? But yeah, so I don't know what he's doing these days, but shout out to Pastor Troy. I'm sure he's still around doing his thing. Coming up tomorrow on the 19th, we got my man, the bad boy legend, G Depp. Yeah, man, G Depp was dope, man. I mean, I liked him. I wish he would have stayed around a little longer. I'm not sure what he's doing these days, but he definitely was a dope artist.
Yeah.
And he was a pretty good lyricist too, man.
Yeah.
So
brother love.
Yeah, man.
We gonna leave that alone.
Brother love. Brother love, man. He dismantling people, man. Yeah. But also coming up tomorrow, my man Tiger from the Young Money fame and the reality reality show fame too. I don't know if he's still making music or not, man. I mean, Young Money's pretty much not even a thing anymore.
Yeah, they shoot most of these people now. Like they don't, it ain't like that no more. It's just, the money's just, music's just a hustle,
right? Right.
And they, like the Busta Rhymes thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like people, you're not gonna when that generation gets older. You're not gonna have that, I don't think.
Right.
And that's no disrespect. I'm just saying it's just a different. It's just a different thing.
Mindset.
Yeah, it's just a different thing.
I get it, man. And I that's why I still appreciate the people from when I was growing up because they still trying to do it for the culture.
Mm-hmm.
And shout out again to Busta Rhymes, man, for that album, man. God Almighty.
Yeah, I need
ELE 2. Extinction level event, man. That was on point. So, all right, coming up on the 20th, we got a few more birthdays. We got my man, the legend, Mike D from the Beastie Boys.
All right. Oh, dang.
Our sound boards.
Damn, I forgot to light the fuse.
Our sound boards are not cooperating today.
Dang.
But yeah, Mike D, man, the Beastie Boys are such a legendary group, man, because when they came up in the early days of hip hop in the 80s, of course hip hop started in the 70s, but it was still early in the 80s when they came out, and they didn't really care about racial differences because they were just like, we just want to rap and do good music, and nobody really looked at them like, oh, nah, they not welcome around here. It's, they was just doing dope music, man. They had some of the most memorable songs in hip hop. You know what I mean?
Yeah, my favorite.
Brass Monkey.
Yeah, my favorite was the Ill Communications, that show shot.
Yeah,
that was
man.
my shit. Yeah, you can, you won't, you don't stop.
Yeah, man. My favorite is Holding Now. You know what I mean? That's my joint right there. All right, so all right, and then one more on November 20th coming up. Two more. Phife Dawg and Sin Dog. Two dogs. Yo, his voice is like so legendary, man. So you gotta drop some bombs for those two.
Yes, sir.
Rest in peace to Phife Dawg.
Yes,
hip hop was changed forever because of him, man. Because dude, he just made it cool to be, different and not care about dealing with your illnesses and all of that. Because he was severe with the diabetes, and he didn't really care nothing about that. He rapped about it. He was just like, I don't care. This is me. You know what I mean?
Diabetic.
Yeah, man. So how many rappers would have done that? You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Just owned it and claimed it.
Yeah,
I respect that, man.
Yeah. And Sin Dog, man. My man had that legendary voice, like you said. Him and B Real's voice, they just kind of complimented each other. You know what I mean? B Real was like up here, Sin Dog was down there, but it just kind of matched right in the middle.
Yeah, what he did, I saw an interview, or heard an interview with them, and it said what they really did to achieve that was they were fans of Public Enemy.
Okay.
You know how, so basically what Sin Dog, it would be like the voice of Chuck D, and then B Real is the voice of Flavor Flav. In a sense, like they just switched. So basically, Chuck coming in with the heavy, coming in here with the crazy, and then so basically,
that's true.
B Real is pretty much the opposite of that. So
because Flavor Flav brought a lot of energy to that group, and then B Real brings a lot of the energy too with his voice, because his voice is so out there, what I mean?
It's a different, it's a
different dynamic. I like that, so I never really thought about that. Speaking of my man, we talked about Busta Rhymes a second ago. It's funny that I saw an interview where he said that he got his name from Chuck D.
Yeah.
I thought that was dope. I never knew that. He said Leaders in the New School was actually named by Chuck D as well. That was kind of dope. All right, so we got to get into some new music. Last week, I want to apologize because we got so ahead of ourselves. Well, me anyway. that I skip right over some new music and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all some stuff now that I missed from last week and some new stuff. So we got my man from the Locks, Sheik Luch. He released an album called Beast Mode 4 about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I heard a few joints. It goes hard, man.
Okay.
Yeah, and you know he's gonna have some tracks with Jada and all of them. So go look out for that. Beast Mode 4. Also, Smith and Wesson from Boot Camp Click. They dropped a joint, a song called "The Education of Smith and Wesson."
Okay.
Yeah, and that goes hard. They got a video for that. It goes really hard. That came out just last week. Also, this is something that I did not realize until just now. So, my man, Pharaoh March, I did a lyrical breakdown on him probably a while back, like maybe earlier this year, somewhere around...
dropping the like this word
palindrome.
Yeah. So yeah.
And so I kind of mixed up some of that because I thought the song was called 13, the palindrome. What it is he's actually joined a group called 13.
Oh,
yeah, he's in a group called 13, and they made a song called the palindrome, and I messed that up, so I apologize. But now they've dropped a new song called Fight featuring Cypress Hill.
Oh, yeah, I got to check that out.
It goes hard. So,
I got to check that out.
Yeah, so I wanted to kind of acknowledge that, and my apologies. So I might have to go back, find that video, and kind of relabel it a little bit. But anyway, and then my man, Billy Danze from MOP, he just dropped, within the past couple of days, a new album called The Listening Session.
Okay.
Man, goes hard. It has a little Fame on it, of course, on a few songs, and other people too.
Whoa.
He got Method Man on the song too. So yeah, y'all need to go check that out, man. Billy Danze goes hard. You know, anything MOP, whether it's Billy Danze or Little Fame, to separate or together, it's gonna go hard. And we got to talk about this song that I shared on the Facebook page, man. My man DJ K Slay, he been trying to go harder than look. He been trying to go ham on y'all. This man literally has a song called Rolling 50 Deep, and he got 50 rappers on it. The song is almost 20 minutes long. It's like 18, 19 minutes long. And I mean, he got everybody on there. Every damn body. I was like, yo, what the hell?
It was crazy. Like, what was crazy with me is like all the people he had on there. Like, he had people. First, I thought it was going to be like the Lots because he came out. What was crazy, like, he came out first, you know, Sheik Luch came out first. Mm-hmm. And usually when it's stuff like that, it's usually like Jada be right there. But it was Sheik Luch. Then Style, I was like, okay, we go get Jada. Mm-hmm. And they like, nah. They went to, I forgot who.
Yeah, he was so many people. He had to put their names on the screen. I mean, let's see. He had Papoose was on there.
Yeah, Papoose was on there.
Cassidy, Uncle Murder was on
Nino,
there. Nino, Melly Mel.
Yo, that was crazy. Yo, Melly Mel and motherfucking Grandmaster Cat. Yo, I was like, yo, my mouth dropped. I'm like, what the fuck? And my man like old nigga all bulked and shit.
Right. He been buff for a while though. You know what I mean? He been buff for at least 10 or more years now.
And then he came out with the
Right.
I'm like, damn,
and
man.
His lyricism was on point too. Melly Mel was like, y'all gonna know why I'm one of the dopest lyricists out here. Cause you would think a lot of the young kids don't really know Melly Mel, but he was one of the first lyricists. You know what I mean? He was one that hit you with the bars. That's why him and KRS-One got into a battle at one point. Between him and Kumo D, I think those were two of the earliest, like, real lyricists, you know what I mean? Who was really just trying to go above and beyond with them bars. So, anyway, man, but yeah, and I mean, when I saw Melly Mel, my jaw dropped too. I was like, oh, I was like, K Slay is trying to kill the game.
Yo, he did. And then Cass next, yo, that shit
Grandmaster
was crazy.
Cass came in and did his thing. So, you know, it was such a dope song, man. I mean, literally 50 different rappers. And I think Cool G Rap was on there.
Oh, you know they're going to get Cool G.
Who else? I'm trying to think. It's so many.
Man,
was Buckshot on there?
I think he was.
Yeah.
It was either Buckshot or Rock. Now, I know Rock was on it.
It might have been both of them.
Yeah, I think both might have been on there.
There was somebody else, too. Was Lord Finesse on there?
Nah, I don't think he was on there,
Finesse.
but man, if he was.
Yeah, it was so many people. Lord Finesse been doing his DJ thing, but y'all better respect that man. He one of the dopest lyricists.
Speaking of which, not to change, so he came on Gary Owens' podcast. I think I shared that. Mm-hmm. He was on Gary Owens, and Gary Owens is like, well, I'm not much of a hip hop head. I just know you from this one song, Fat Boy Slim. So, right up, you're the voice of the Right About Now funk show, brother. And he's like, yeah, that's my voice, but I'm actually known for a group called DITC and finding a guy named Big L.
Digging in the crates. You better know.
Yeah.
Gary Owen, you can't be part of the black community if you don't know your hip hop history.
Nah, man. He fessed up. He said he wasn't a big hip hop head.
Yeah.
He was more R&B. Oh, yeah. And he's like, yeah, so you from Atlanta? I said, nah, man, from New York. Said, man, I fuck this shit up.
I saw part of the interview, but I didn't see the whole thing.
So but it was really cool. It actually went pretty well. Yeah, and it was really cool to see that.
Yeah, man.
Oh, so, Carla in the house. How you doing, Carla?
What's up, Carla? What's up?
Yep.
We appreciate you.
Throw the little horn right there.
But yeah, y'all need to go check this song out. It's DJ K Slade. It's called Rolling 50 Deep. And literally 50 rappers. 50 MC. And I was like, yo, that's incredible, man. I don't even know how he pulled it off. And video and everything. Yeah, the thing I like about it is kind of like that's how hip hop was, man. Like it wasn't like no big name, little name. You know, I can't be over here with you because you made this, or this was like we in here together. We rapping. I don't care who, if you unsigned, signed, whatever, big, Moogle, or you still at your mama's house, we rapping. Right. You know what I'm saying? I loved it, man. I was like, man, that's just, and we needed that for the 2020. So shout out. We did, man.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to K Slade,
yes, sir, man. Yes, sir.
My man did his thing on that. So I'm sure he got a whole album, for this whole joint. Because he dropped a few other joints too recently, but that one was the one I was like, holy smokes. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So anyway, all right. So we got some topics we got to talk about. You know what I mean? So we're going to jump into that. But yeah, and if y'all haven't heard, like I said, check our Facebook page for that song that we were just talking about. It's on there.